So recently I've decided to do something that I've never ever done before, and that is cosplay. Why I'm deciding to cosplay, I finally have enough money to buy the materials needed to cosplay and also go to an anime convention. Since this is like a new hobby that I may or may not do again, I just thought it might be fun to take you guys along with the journey from coming up with the costume and putting it all together, testing it out, and maybe going to the convention. So what character am I going to cosplay? I'm going to cosplay Power from Chainsaw Man, and I don't think you really have to explain why you're cosplaying a character, but the reason why is, number one, the costume is simple to make. It is like mostly clothes that people wear in everyday life, so I can either find them in my closet or easily buy something and repurpose it. Second, it's a current manga series and anime series, so people are more likely to know what I'm cosplaying. I don't think that you have to do that, but for Halloween and stuff, I've always picked costumes that are easily identifiable. Like, you just look at someone, you're like, oh, you're an angel, you're a witch, like basic stuff like that. And oh yeah, third reason is that I just like this character. Like, I think it's fun to dress up or embody someone that is different from you, or their personality is different from you, but you can still relate to them. Right now it is 4:20, actually it's 4:19, and the convention is at the end of May. I've already bought my tickets, figured out my lodging, and taken off from work, so I'm set to go. And I'm at the point where I have like a month to create everything, and I also want to do a run through before I pack it up and go on the plane. So I'm at the stage right now where I've bought everything, and I just need to wait for them to come in the mail and then try them on and then see what needs to be done to like get everything that I bought up to the like a harmonious costume look. Before I go into anything, I'm just going to break down the parts of the costume that I have to put together. And like I said, since this is a pretty simple look, all I'm really focusing on are the hair and the makeup and the fit of the clothing. So I read the manga first for Chainsaw Man. I know there's anime, and I watched the first or whatever's out of it so far. I haven't read the manga for part 2 yet, so I'll probably do that, even though it doesn't really matter since I'm assuming that, well, I'm not gonna put spoilers in case you are watching the anime. I'm going by the manga's look for this, but I'm also gonna include elements from the anime, I guess, like kind of like an amalgamation and what I think looks good. I don't really like her hair color in the anime. I feel like it's too saturated. I think it should be more blonde like in the manga artworks. So that's what I went for with the hair. I know she has this like blue sweatshirt thing on top of her, but on the outfit, but I don't think I'm gonna include that just because it's gonna be the end of May and I'm gonna be in Atlanta, so I assume it's gonna be really hot, and I just don't want to be sweating while wearing a wig. Like, I'm just not doing that. If I had that sweatshirt already in my closet, I'd just bring it, but I don't feel like buying another piece that I don't even think I want to wear. Okay, so let me show you guys everything that I've ordered so far that I have right now. So let's start with the clothes. I ordered a tie, but it hasn't come yet, so I'll update when I get it. I got this white button-up shirt. I have no idea if this is gonna fit me. Oh, okay. I think it's gonna fit me. And if it doesn't fit me, I will just take it in at the waist, which is my intention for buying a larger size, because I always have issues with the shoulders and arms being too tight in clothes. And I'm definitely not brolic, so I don't know why that happens, but I just need to take in the waist on this maybe. And for the pants, she's just wearing black trousers, so like I'm wearing some like, oh shit. I will probably either wear these pants and then just roll up the bottoms and maybe tack it in, or I have another pair of black trousers in case that works better. For the wig, I'm like a little worried because I've never styled a wig before, but you guys watch my doll hair styling videos, like I think I've improved because I've done some other dolls off camera since, and though that hair type was different, I was like, I'm getting better at styling doll hair. Maybe I can do a full human wig now. And so yeah, I got a synthetic wig, and I just got this from AliExpress. And so this is like kind of like a muted blonde, and this is like, I feel like it looks pretty accurate to the colored manga artwork. And I got this wig because it has like this like false scalp on it, and it has bangs in it, so I don't have to worry about it looking too unnatural. And I didn't want to do a lace front because I've never installed a lace front before, and I don't think it's a good idea to try doing that for the first time when there's so much else going on. And now that we have the most important part, which is the horns. So I got these horns from an Etsy seller, UVX 3D Prints. They're pretty good for size, like I think that looks pretty good. And the way these attach, well, these are 3D printed first of all, and the way these are attached is that there's I believe this plate comes off with the screw, so all I really need to do is like either widen a hole or poke a hole in the wig cap and then screw this through. So this would be on top, and screw the screw from below, and it should secure onto the wig, and then I just have to worry about securing the wig. So I thought there's so many options, like with headbands, clips, like I just didn't want to worry about stuff falling off and like readjusting my hair. Like I hate that. So I thought this is like the most secure way of doing it. I'm a little worried about how to store these on the flight, but we'll figure it out. Another thing about these is like it has this like, I don't know if you can see it, but it has this like 3D printed texture on it, and it's not very big. The texture is pretty fine, but I still think I should sand them and like paint them with acrylic paint, since this wig is such like has like realistic-ish blends of hair colors. I think that I should maybe like paint like a darker red at the base and like lighter, or maybe look at the manga art and like do like streaks on it, however it's drawn. Like maybe just add some more detail to this. Other things that I ordered were stuff for makeup, which I'm like circle lenses, and I'm also worried about that because I've never done like cosplay anime eye makeup before, but we'll just figure it out. And then yeah, and then it just has to be put together. For shoes, I'm just gonna wear sneakers I already have, and I'll learn how to tie. I think the first thing I should do is start styling the wig. So I need to get a wig head thing, and I'm gonna go to the beauty supply store and get one. Yeah, I just need to go to the beauty supply store and craft store, and then I will update you guys. So it's been a while since I've updated last, and that's because I was sewing my final projects. Here's one of the jackets I made, and I also made a pair of jeans. Anyway, the ground is covered in sewing stuff, so I will clean up and then get started on painting the horns. These are just raw 3D prints straight from the printer, I guess, so I had to sand them down to get rid of the 3D print texture and also prep the surface for painting. I got this brighter red, which is pretty much the color of the horns, and I got a black to mix just in case I want it darker. So I think I can just hold this like this. One thing I learned from the last time I acrylic painted plastic is that I'm supposed to water down the paint with water so I can paint thinner layers. So that's what I tried this time. I did 2 coats of this base red to get an even coat, and then I just played around with darkening the red colors and lightening them to create some texture. So now I'm gonna try mixing this with this. I'm just trying to bring in a little more depth. Maybe that's too much. Yeah, that's way too much. You just darken this. Alright, so I think I'm gonna use a smaller brush so I can imitate the texture that I want. And I'm running out of time for today, so yeah, I just have to keep going even though it's not completely dry. Okay, I think that looks good. I just need to maybe clean up here and like add more highlights on top. Alright, it's been a full 24 hours later and I'm back. And I just let that to dry on paper for a couple days, I think, and then after that I got this varnish to give it a satin finish because after the paint dried it was matte and I wanted it to be shiny again. Wow. Now for making this shirt fit better, I knew that I had to tuck in one side into the pants and the rest would just be kind of out of the pants, and I knew that the waist probably had to be taken in, so that's what I did. I just took a pencil, drew the existing back darts in a little deeper, and then I also ended up taking in the sides of the waist as well at the side seam. And I got a little lazy and only did it on the one side because I knew the other side would be tucked into my pants. So now I have an uneven shirt, but maybe one day I'll go back and fix that. I'm not like 100% happy with how the fit of the shirt was, but I kind of struggle with that because I wanted it to look fitted while also loose. It's just like, it's not realistic. I don't know. So now the outfit's done, now it's time to work on the wig. I knew I had to cut the bangs and kind of place them so it looks more like power, and before I did that, decided to conceal my eyebrows to the shape that I wanted them to be at. I just really thought this part looked artificial, so I took some tweezers and picked out more hair at the part to make it a little more bigger and uneven. I think I could have done this more, but I got a little scared. So now I'm just trying on the wig for the first time, and I don't know, I'm like pretty lost with styling wigs. I just tried my best to part it based on pictures I saved from the manga and kind of thin out the bangs a bit so they look more anime and layered. Later after doing this, I realized I had the part on the wrong side of my head based on the manga, if I was looking in a mirror, or like I got confused. Basically everything I did was on the wrong side, so I redid it and basically recut the bangs. It looks different after this. I knew one part of the hair also had to be behind the ears, so I'm just like bobby pinning it to see how it looked. And here I am just screwing in the horns. I just looked at where I wanted it on the head based off the mannequin, and then I would mark it with a pencil and then use scissors to kind of cut a hole through the scalp and wig cap. I had to use a seam ripper to cut the wig cap webbing a little bit, so that's why I was doing that. And after I got the hole, I just pushed that screw from the horn through the wig cap and then place the horn on the top side of the wig, and then use a screwdriver to screw the screw tight from underneath. And I thought I had the placement down, but then when I put on my head, I'm like, the horns look kind of close to each other. But at that point I didn't feel like redoing it, and you know, it's okay. I should have like had it on my own head and marked it instead of the foam head, because the foam head is like smaller than my head. Alright, so I tried on the wig and I think the horn placement is pretty good. It's perfect. I don't know, I'm not fully happy with it yet, but I think I'm gonna wait for when I have hairspray on the actual day and just like make sure everything is perfect, because I'm still not sold on this like bang thing. I think it's way too thick, but I don't really know how to fix that other than maybe pulling more of the hair to the side. I also put on the circle lenses that I got, and I think they really tie this together. I'm not wearing any like eye makeup, face makeup, or lashes, so once I do all of that, I think this will really come together. I feel like the bright yellow eyes are really making this look demonic, and I'm really glad that I went with yellow and not red, because it's really, the contrast of the red horns looks really good, and I'm glad these lenses have like a black ring around the eye. I think that really looks like the manga. I'm running out of time. I have other stuff I have to do today. Unfortunately, I have other stuff to do that isn't just cosplaying, so I have to go do that, and I guess the next time I will work on this is when I'm actually in Atlanta, and my friend will probably have more makeup stuff too, so it might actually go better. See you in a couple days. Alright, here I am in Atlanta at my friend's house, and it's the day of the convention. We got up kind of late, but I'm just getting ready. Thankfully, in the time that passed, my skin cleared up a bit, and so it's a lot easier to apply the base makeup. I'm just wearing the circle lenses that I got first, and then I primed and put sunscreen on, and now I'm just doing my normal base makeup, which is just concealer, foundation, powder, etc. And then I did my eyebrows the same way I did before, with concealing the hairs on the ends and then drawing a new eyebrow shape in the front. And I had to go over it a couple times to conceal it further. For the eye makeup, I kind of followed those like Chinese cosplay makeup tutorials, and I just drew a line to shade underneath like the eye bag area, and also extended my top lash line outward to give the effect of like larger anime eyes. Yeah, I just went in with brown and then black after. Pretty simple. I think I did some like basic brown eyeshadow since Power doesn't actually look like she's wearing any makeup. So I just did like a no makeup look. Other than the anime eyes. I skipped this I guess, but I put some lighter glitter eyeshadow or glitter eyeliner on the eye bag area and in the inner corners, and I curled my lashes and put on mascara. Now I'm just gluing on the lashes. I got these large strip lashes that are kind of spiky, and I just cut each spike into an individual piece, and then I'm just gluing 4 on each eye, and I think I put 1 on the outer edge that's not near my actual eye at all. And lastly, I just took some liquid eyeliner and drew false under eyelashes. Alright, so I'm about to go to the convention and I've done pretty much all of my cosplay. I think it came out okay. It's a little sus around here because if I don't have my hair down, it shows my actual hair. But I think overall the effect is good. And I don't know if my horns are too big, but I think it looks cute, so we're just gonna go with it. Yep, so now I'm just waiting for my friend to get ready and then we're gonna go to the convention and hopefully I will take better pictures there because I can't really see what's going on right now. I didn't get that many videos at the con because I was kind of overwhelmed by everyone walking around and there was just so much to look at and it was basically like overstimulation. Also, like I never wore a wig for so long before, so the wig like blocking parts of your vision, also having fake lashes blocking your vision, and the discomfort of wearing circle lenses, like I really couldn't see that well, so we were just walking around and did some shopping in the dealer's room in Artist Alley, played some arcade games. I also signed up for this Gundam workshop, which was pretty cool, and maybe that'll be a new hobby of mine now. Later, my friend had this plan to go outside and take pictures of their Perfect Blue cosplay, so I went with them and we just took pictures of each other, and we probably did this for like a couple hours. So here are some of the nicer pictures I got of my cosplay. Let me know what you think. Be in my vlog. Yes. Okay. Alright, so it's the end of the night and we're about to go home. I'm really tired and completely a mess. So overall, I would say today was really crazy and a lot of fun. At first, I was kind of nervous about how everything was going to work out and come together, but I think it came out pretty well, and it was actually fun seeing all the other cosplayers at the convention. The one thing I realized I need to work on is like posing, coming up with poses for pictures and stuff. Overall, I don't know if I would cosplay again, mainly because of the amount of planning and time that it took me to get to this point, but it was definitely fun. And I feel like if you're going to anime convention, you should dress up. What I liked about momocon here is that maybe like half of the people here were in cosplay, which I don't really see at Anime NYC. where I live or the convention in my city, so I definitely recommend dressing up if you're going to a convention that isn't in New York. Hopefully it was entertaining or interesting. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you think I should, I don't know, make more videos like this. Alright, bye!